Hello, I'm here with Caitlin Smith and her father, Harold Smith. Today we'll be talking about Asperger's syndrome. I brought in an expert to define it better. Can we start with the definition, please?
Sure. So Asperger's syndrome is an autistic disorder. It's most notable for the often great discrepancy between the intellectual and social abilities of those who have it. Some common traits of Asperger's syndrome are that people who have it often dislike changes in routine. They can appear to lack empathy even though they don't. They may not pick up on social cues very well. They tend to avoid eye contact, and they also have heightened sensitivity.
All right. So, Harold, what techniques do you use when dealing with Caitlin?
I first just try to calm her down. I will repeatedly tell her it'll be okay, it's okay, and she'll breathe and start to realize that it will be okay. But then I also let her put on her purple fleece and crawl underneath the couch cushion. That's somewhere she feels safe and she likes the pressure and she feels like hidden and safe underneath the couch cushion.
All right, Caitlin, I have a question for you. How did you feel when Devin passed away?
Why does everyone keep asking me that? You didn't know him. Look at the emotion chart. That should answer your question.
All right. So I have a question for the expert. Can you explain why Caitlin hides in the hole in her brother's room and wraps herself in her purple blanket fleece?
Yeah, so people with Asperger's can feel as if they're floating away. The pressure helps them center themselves and they can control their sensory responses better.
And Caitlin, why do you hide in your brother's room and wrap yourself in your purple fleece?
I feel safe. I need to feel safe. I'm not allowed in there, so don't tell anyone I go in there.
All right, Harold, my next question's for you. Why were you hesitant about finishing Devin's Eagle Scout project?
I was very upset when Devin had passed away, and I wasn't sure that this is what I wanted or if this is what Devin would have wanted. But then I realized that Devin would have wanted his Eagle Scout project finished, and he would have definitely wanted Caitlin and I to work on it together.
Oh, okay. Caitlin, why did you carve a mockingbird into the chest?
My family reminds me of their family in the movie To Kill a Mockingbird. Devin called me Scout, plus 2 kids and a dad. And there was a lady who I thought was the mom, but she left overnight. I shouldn't blame mom for having cancer and dying, but they should be nicer to their mom because one day she might be dead. Dad has funny glasses and doesn't get mad when people spit on him, and Devin looks like Jem, but he took care of me just like Jem did for Scout.
Okay, so my next question for you again is, why do you dislike recess?
I hate the loud voices, and everyone's running around like loose animals at the zoo on exhibit.
Okay, and then my next question is for the expert. What skills can people use to communicate with a person with Asperger's?
So people should focus on clarity. Clear and direct communication works best. Think about what you want to say to them before you say it so that your message is clear. And also, don't assume that they lack empathy. They'll actually pick up on negative attitudes. Lastly, it's important to remember that all people with Asperger's are different.
All right, thank you. My final question is for Harold. Do you feel you have found closure?
I feel as if I will never find closure with these school shootings that occur. I think it's horrible, and I'm so devastated that this is the way that I had to lose my son, Devin. But in Devin's case, I feel like I did find a sense of closure whenever Caitlin and I finished the chest together and donated it to the middle school. I feel that's what Devin would have wanted.
All right, thank you all for having this interview with me today. It was really nice talking to you guys.
Yes, thank you.